guys, how's it going? So it's another day, it's another test ride. I think I'm getting near the bottom of the barrel now on what I can test ride to decide on where I want to go with bikes as my next bike. And I'm sure, as you can hear already, and if you can't or you haven't noticed, this is a 2017 Yamaha R1. Yeah, that's right, the bigger brother of the R6 I rode a couple of weeks ago. Was it last week? Bloody hell, not a weekend, just, yeah, a couple of weeks ago pretty much. So the R1's been on my list to have a ride of for quite a while. Thank you. But it was just finding a Yamaha dealer with one in stock to demo. First opinion, the sound is everything I thought of a Yamaha R1. You've got to love that cross-plane engine. I won't go into details how it works because I don't know. The torque on it's pretty good. Picks up speed pretty quickly, but that's expected for any 1000, I guess. Seating position is very aggressive. Legs are quite high up. Still got a quick shifter and it's still only on the up, but I believe on these you can buy an auto blipper as well to do the downs. Pretty much the same suspension. In fact, I pretty much believe that this is the same front end as on the R6, or the R6 has the same front end as this. Fully adjustable suspension. Can't go wrong with that, really, can you? It's got an LCD dash rather than, I think the R6 was a mixture of both, I think. It's got four modes, A, B, C, D, and they are fully customizable. So you could have one set up with like all the traction control and all the power. You can have another one set up with no traction control and no power. Why you'd want to do that, I'm not quite sure. I wouldn't say it's uncomfortable. So it's very aggressive, but I don't think it's any different really than the R6 was in seating position, I guess. You can feel the rides a little bit harder. So I'm currently in Mode A and Power 1 and Traction Control 3 and SCS? I don't know what SCS is. Sliding control? I don't know. I believe this one's got the stock exhaust on. We'll have a look at that when we stop somewhere. So I'm currently in third gear. This is one of the benefits of 1000 over a 600. You don't have to really bang it around the gears to get what you want out of it. You could pretty much stick it in one gear the whole time and it will pull. Sod's Law says I come out mid-Monday morning because that's sort of time when there shouldn't be much traffic on the road and you get all the traffic. Oh well. I mean, clearly the R6 is, say the R6, clearly the R1, same as the R6, it's developed more for the track. I'm trying to work out how to change the modes. I'm guessing because it does the modes deal with all the traction control and everything, it's possible it has to be done when the bike is at a standstill. Possibly. The quick shifter is quite aggressive actually on this one. Maybe because I'm not really high in the revs when I'm changing gear. Possibly. But it kind of, you get a bit of a lurch forward on it. Yeah, this is set up very, very hard. I'm not quite sure what to say about this. I think at a push, no, I'll come to that decision a bit later on maybe. You can see on the dash, there's a little blue bar going up and down. It seems like when accelerating it's showing the load on the rear, and when engine braking it's showing kind of the load on the front, so it's going up and down all the time. And applying the brakes has another bar goes up. Yeah, that's pretty cool. You're not going to be looking at that much so while you're on track. or on the road for that matter. Yeah, it's quite cool. Yeah, I am starting to feel every bump in the road I'm hitting, and I feel it. Yeah, you know what, I think I will make a bit of a judgment now on this, a judgment call. On the track, I reckon this is a good beast. I think it's one to definitely have potentially on track. On the roads, I am not too sure. I think it's just that little bit too track focused to use as an everyday rider. For a Sunday blast, or a weekend blast, or whatever, and you got the money, sure. So I think when I have this or the R6, I think I'd have the R6 over this. I think I've pretty much made a decision. Or not. I say, this is a different... Some other people may like this on the road, might like stupidly aggressive all the time. Fair play to them. But for me, I just think it's that little bit too full on, if you know what I mean. I mean, this is still stupidly light and stupidly nimble. It feels just like the R6 did in the handling sense. I mean, I'm driving in town and I'm in first gear still, so it's very hard to keep them speeds in check. I reckon I'd get myself into a lot of trouble pretty quickly if I had one of these. But I do love the sound of that crossplane. But sound isn't enough to get me to buy a bike, unfortunately. But yeah, I just think once again this is going to be a case of it's got so much power and so much of everything. I'm not going to use all of that, especially not on the road. I don't doubt I'd use it all on a track either. And yeah, it looks like you need to be stopped to be able to change the power mode. I can't talk. I'm starting to feel a little achy in the shoulders. I didn't feel that on the R6. I think what I shall do... Why are you slowing down on the corner? Oh, don't get angry. Don't get angry. Don't get angry. It's the trouble. I'm finding myself in first gear, and I go to change that. It's like, nope, you're already in the right gear. Anyway, let's not drop it, will I? So yeah, there's the R1. It does look good in black, I'll give it that. Stock exhaust, which is what I thought it was, but it sounds good as it is. I think that's partly to do with the engine. Pardon me. They look good. It's quite a high seating position. It just feels good to be having a little bit of a break. I'll show you the dash and startup, if you can see it. That is. So it's a LCD scrap. It's an LCD dash. Quite fancy. So we'll see here, there's the mode we're currently on. Apparently it's very, very hot, 120. Gears. There's the brakes. Won't see anything on the throttle. But yeah, it's pretty... It's a good bike for the right person. For me, I don't think it's the right bike. Unfortunately, I was hoping to really, really love it and go, I want one, but I don't think it's the case. Anyway, let's do a couple of Instagrammage type photos and we'll be on our way back to the dealer. Cramp. So yeah, that's the Instagrammage part of this done. And the thumbnail. Get in the right lane, you dick. Grr. Hashtag anger. So yeah, a little disappointed that this isn't for me, this one. That's not to say it's not for everyone, it's just my opinion on it. I say, I could live with the R6 on a day-to-day basis. I just don't think I could live with this, which is a shame. Anyway, I shall call it there, and I'll take the bike back to the dealers because it's getting low on fuel. Again, same thing, no fuel gauge. Come on, Yamaha, you could at least put a fuel gauge on. Let us know how much fuel we got, not pull an Adrian Nickelodeon. Right, anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Ride safe. See you later. Bye.